Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So in this one, I want to go over why I don't enjoy hooking up at all whatsoever. And to preface this, I am definitely going to say that if you enjoy doing that and you're having a blast and that's something that adds some more fulfillment to your life in some way, then all right, cool, you do you. I'm not going to judge anyone else that does that because, I mean, let's be honest, everyone's hooked up like at some point, one or another. And yeah, with that being said, relationship sex is a lot better anyway, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So basically, I'm going to go cover why I don't enjoy hooking up at all. And to begin, I just kind of want to say that I'm also on NoFap, so I prefer to preserve that energy and not kind of abuse and waste sexual energy, because to me it's really powerful and I'm pretty spiritual in that aspect as well. So that's already like a no-go to me. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy sex just as much as the next person. I mean, I fucking love sex. Everyone does, like, let's be honest over here, but I don't enjoy putting myself in that vulnerable position if it's not special or meaningful in any way whatsoever, because in a relationship, you're main purpose when you're having sex is really just to make love and pretty much have a really good time with the other person, and it's really rewarding and fulfilling, and your body and spirit also rewards you for that as well. And as a result, it does feel a lot better than hooking up does, honestly, because in a relationship, you're able to express your love way more thoroughly, like during sex and in all other aspects, than just, hey, I'm going to use you as a masturbation device, essentially, you know? Because when you don't know the other person or anything, there's kind of just a little bit of a gap in what you think the other person would like versus what they actually do like, because there's a little bit of a self-discovery, kind of, not self-discovery, but you kind of have to get to know the other person in a very short amount of time, unless you already do know them and then you hook up with them. That's a different case. But 9 times out of 10, if it's somebody you hardly like know or you just met and you're hooking up with them, then I mean, you won't really know. And it's kind of a more, I guess, learning process in a way, because if you already know the other person thoroughly while you're dating them, then you guys already know what you like, and then they already know what you like as well. So you can go off of that, and you just get really good at practicing having sex with one another and then really pleasing each other at the same time. So it's really, really, really nice. But with a new person, not so much. And so it's kind of just really bland. And then especially for the amount of effort you have to do to get there, I don't really like that, because most of the time, once I've already reached that point, it's like, okay, well, I mean, I could have spent this playing a video game or working on a project at home, or I could have drawn or done this. Basically, that's what goes through my head, because the thought of hooking up with somebody is really just off-putting to me, because I'm always thinking of something else to do in a self-centered kind of way, because that's kind of how I go. I'm not selfish is what I'm getting at. I'm just saying that when I'm not dating someone, like at the moment I'm single, I'm just really self-centered and I like to do my own thing. I've quit social media forever ago, and whatever project I can do, whatever hobby I can just get into, or just new thing I can experience, I would way rather do that than just hook up with somebody personally. And yeah, that's pretty much like it. Like, had a recent one kind of ish, but I don't know. I just didn't really feel too good after that. I was kind of like, why did I do this per se? Because sometimes I give in, and that's like one of my flaws, honestly, on my NoFap journey, because, well, my urges aren't necessarily there. So when I'm presented with an opportunity like that, I kind of just give in, because when my urges aren't necessarily too present, they kind of spike up in a moment where there's an opportunity like that, where my mind and my brain's like, hey, go do it. Go. And then I'm kind of like, no thanks. But then sometimes I'm like, yes, why not? So that's kind of like what happens and how I've like really led myself to these situations. And yeah, after I've had a little bit of self-discovery for a few years, I've realized it's not really worth it. I mean, come on, like the amount of time it takes, the amount of like potentially money, not always, but just the amount of time and effort that's put towards there that you could be putting towards spending time with friends or family, or just doing something productive at home. Not even like productive necessarily. I'd say a hobby, which does count as productive in my opinion, but I meant productive more so in the work and then outputting traditional sense. But otherwise, though, I mean, that's pretty much why I don't like hooking up whatsoever. Yeah, I really have no desire to do anything like that with women anyways, because if it's not genuine, if it's not a relationship, I mean, to me, it's like whatever. If it's not genuine or something long lasting, like I don't even want to get into a relationship if I don't see it lasting over like at least a few years, or just see it lasting in the long run, essentially. And I know that's kind of like a little bit difficult to gauge, but you know, you do never know. But unless I can feel something genuine, then I'm not really into it. Most of the time, my intuition tells me to stay away anyway. So I'm like, yeah, no thanks, you know. But anywho, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed my talk this evening. I'm probably going to go over to get some work done. I'm actually working on a few videos right now for a friend of mine named Alex. I can post them up and give you guys a heads up on when those videos come out because I'm his editor and we like to get together and work on cars and do a few other things. So once those videos are up, I'm essentially going to start editing for him as well. So that's why I haven't posted in a little while. But yeah, anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. Catch y'all later.